Welcome back to Legend, the comic show. We live in this motherfucker this morning. You should be on your way to work, doing something with yourself, doing something with your life. You feel what I'm saying? That's what you should be doing early this morning now that you up. Get to this paper, baby. We got big things going on. We got a lot we're going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about Hulk Hogan this morning. I'm going to be talking about my childhood, teenage stories. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're going to talk about all that. We're going to talk about relationships, how your man cheat on you. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about how you don't be faithful. We just going to get to it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. We live in this motherfucker, baby. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk about on the show since I got up, right? It's the first time that I was involved in getting robbed at 16 years old. Called myself being in the streets, trying to learn, trying to figure this shit out. And I got robbed. Matter of fact, I wasn't even 16. I was about 15. Called myself selling weed, right? I get it transferred to a different school. You know, everything going on good. I'm like, oh man, I'm at a different school. I'm finna meet some new friends, some new girls. Everything finna be fine. I'm finna get this money. I'm not realizing that in the streets you can get robbed, even though you know you see that in the movies, because you're young and you're a teenager, so you just thinking about getting the paper. But I was aware that it was kind of dangerous, so I had me a little pocket automatic 25, one of them little small handguns, you know, something that I can handle at that age. So anyway, I meet these dudes that I thought was so cool at school. You know, when you're young and you see somebody that's moving a little faster than you, and when I say moving faster, they don't mean that they doing something that's to be looked up to. They just doing shit that you done heard about that you think is cool. So it makes you think that it's cool to fuck with them. And sometimes those are the worst motherfuckers because they're aware of that you slower than them. And then they can pull something over your head. And this was the case at 16 with me. Okay, we're 15. So they tell me they want to buy some weed from me, right? Back then, you know, I was selling the little dime bags of regular weed. One didn't even know nothing about Kush. So they lure me, they tell me to come around on this street and meet them. So the street that they tell me to meet them on is a few blocks from my house, you know, from my parents' house. So I walk around there to meet them and shit, you know, I'm thinking these two dudes is cool. I take all the weed that I got to my name. So they tell me, oh, well, show me what you got. I said, what y'all want? Well, man, we just want to see if it's good. You know, I'm so dumb. Instead of me giving them one bag to see if it's good, I'm trusting them. Remember this because I'm thinking they cool. I hand them the whole motherfucking bag. And when I hand them the whole bag, I noticed that it's one nigga with them that I left out of the story so far. This nigga look like he about 40. You know, old nigga look like he just got out the penitentiary. Look like he ain't getting no money. Nigga look both busted, rusted, and disgusted. So he grabbed the bag. Let me smell it. So he turned around and started walking off. So I'm looking like, what the fuck these niggas doing? I'm selling them the weed. So I'm like, what's up? What y'all doing? They just keep walking like, fuck you. So then I quickly realized these niggas done took my weed. Now I'm looking, this one grown ass nigga look like he about 50. And it's about 7 or 8 other niggas. What the fuck I'm gonna do if I want to get gangster right now? Is what I'm thinking. It's these niggas outnumbering me. So I think about I got this hot pocket rocket in my pocket. It's 25 automatic. I say, now I'll shoot these bitches in their back while they walking off. And I turned around. They didn't even see me. I tried to squeeze the trigger. It wasn't, I didn't make no noise and then I just turned around. Do you know the motherfucker wasn't squeezed? So once it was squeezed, I turned back around real fast and started walking. They never seen me when I turned around. They just don't know if that gun would have worked. Somebody would have been popped. Now, I don't know if they had guns or not. I didn't give a fuck. All I knew was you took my shit. You got me fucked up. This is what I got this gun for protection, nigga. And I'm about to let it go because I've been done wrong. God saved me at 16 from beginning a life of massacre and assassination on you niggas. You know that? A lot of people don't know that you can get saved and you can get sent in a different direction by certain things occurring. So by that not happening, it gave me a chance to think. They gave them a chance to live, gave me a chance to live and think a different way. Now I kept on hustling. I just learned to never take all your drugs and give it to somebody when you hustling and never show them all your drugs and always be prepared. And I learned to judge a situation when you first see it, to stop it for a start. See, I could have avoided all that bullshit if what I got around there, I say, damn, it's 7 or 8 niggas. This don't look right. It don't feel right. It ain't normal. But I wasn't the scary type of dude, so I wasn't scared. I just seen a bunch of niggas. Like most people out of fear, they would have turned around. By me not having fear is what fucked me up in this situation. I was supposed to have smart fear. But I'm thinking, I'm thinking if I show fear, then something can happen. Not long as I keep it, kosher and keep it real, ain't nothing gonna happen. Moral of the story, they took my shit. So I go home, I go tell my cousin, which is grown, he like, who it is, what it is. I tell him what's going on. I tell him they're in school. So when he find out they're in school, but I do describe that this one grown nigga, but I don't know if he stay around there or not. Cause like I said, I never been on this street. They just was a few blocks from the house where I went to meet him in. So he like, well, by them being in school, I can't really do nothing unless they try something else. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fix your gun, make sure it don't jam no more. Now, if they try something again, my big cousin, he tell me let them know. So he fixed my gun, he cleaned it, everything good. So now I'm taking my gun to school every motherfucking day after this. Because I'm thinking in my mind, these niggas might try me again. Now they know I'm not going to show them nothing again, but they might think, okay, we took something from this young nigga. We could take something again. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's how people think. And I ain't had no intentions on stop selling weed. So now I got to protect my investment, which is my weed I'm trying to sell at school. You had the metal detectors in school. They still having that. So we get to school. I'm wondering why they say everybody going to auditorium. I'm like, damn, what the fuck they want to go in the auditorium? I'm half paranoid because I know I got the gun on me. So I'm trying to see what's going on. So when we get in there and sit down, one of the students say, yeah, man, they finna make us go through the metal detectors. Somebody then called in and said somebody at the school got a gun on. I'm like, ain't this a bitch? The day that I bring my motherfucking gun to protect myself, this is the day these motherfuckers want to search. So now I'm sitting in the auditorium with the rest of the students, and I'm thinking the whole time, damn, what should I do? Should I take the gun out and leave it up under the seat, and then they just file it and I'm good? Or should I just chance it to keep it? I'm thinking. So after a while, I notice they don't come and get us. So I just take a chance. I keep it on me. Thankfully, they don't search us. Do you know what had happened? Do you know what happened and the reason why I was able to slide through on that? Them ignorant ass niggas ran up in the store and shot and killed the motherfucking store manager the following motherfucking day after they tried to shit with me. And the school was on lockdown because the police had to come to the school and get the niggas out of classroom. Do you know these niggas had on the same clothes that they wore that night at school when they got caught? Stinky, dusty, dirty niggas. Yeah, dirty, funky niggas. You niggas that robbed and killed somebody and got the same clothes on when you go to school. I knew them niggas wasn't shit when they took my weed, motherfuckers. Now this is what they did. They went to the corner store, which was right around the corner from my house and down the street from their house. It was an older white man with his wife had been running this store, the news said, for about 20 years. Two of the niggas sat in the car. One was a driver, one was a lookout. Two ran in the store. It was 4 of them involved on this mission. When they got in the store, I don't know if the white man tried to reach for a gun or whatever the case, or they just got nervous. I think that they was high. Because when you that young and you trying to rob people at 15, you got to be strung out on dope. You know, we at school, especially that little ass shit I had, 10 dime bags of regular weed. Really? But they was being schooled and sent out by that old nigga that was around there. Remember I told you that. That was the nigga that was sending them out. It's always an old bullshit ass nigga that don't mean you no motherfucking good. That can't get no money on his own. He meet a young niggas that look up to him. He build a clique, a team of them, and he send them out on missions so they can come up with the kind of money that he wish he could have came up with when he was their age, but the nigga ain't got that kind of hustle by himself. That's right. Piece of shit ass nigga. So anyway, they go in the store. In the midst of the robbery, they killed a man. So now they lock all of them up. They lock up the shooter, the two shooters who went in there, the one who actually squeezed the bullet while he was in there, the one that was in the passenger seat as a lookout, and they locked up the driver. That's right. The driver got locked up too. He got the least amount of time. The driver and the lookout was out before the shooters was. So you know what had to happen to that. They told and made a deal and told the police exactly what happened, what the plan was, how they did it, and how they didn't, and probably told the police, we didn't know that they was going in there to do that. Yeah, that's what niggas do. They'll click up with you and say, let's go rob and kill somebody. Then when you get caught, certain motherfuckers start to forget that they agreed to go on this mission with you. Exactly. Now, you can be at the wrong place at the wrong time. I told you today, this is stories. I'm giving you a taste of my teenage 15-year-old, 16-year-old lifestyle. Now I'm 16 for this story. I'm hanging in the neighborhood in the apartments with all my partners. Some of them gang affiliated, some of them ain't. We had two different gangs in our neighborhood. I ain't gonna reveal that. There's too much information. Just know that there was two different gangs in the neighborhood that I dwelled in. You know, like in California, California might have 3 or 4 different gangs in a neighborhood, and they each gonna have their neighborhood gang and they set and what they claim. So back to the story. At that time, I was gang affiliated. You know what I'm saying? And I had some friends that was on in a different gang on the different side, and they was selling weed. Cool niggas. I used to go up there. We smoke. You know, they might drink. I wasn't really no drinker. I was sipping lean. You know, when lean first came out for Methazine before they started making this fake ass green shit when it was the purple. You know, when all the Houston rapper used to be talking about pull up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was drinking lean. DJ Screw, you know, Mr. 3-2, yeah, you know, Scarface, UGK, you know, that was the thing back then. To sip some drink, stack you a bank, and fuck you a skank. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what that is, that means get you some money, smoke the best weed, and fuck you a pretty bitch. That's what we did back then. So, anyway, I always go over to these dudes' house. We smoke, we kick it. I learned shit from them. They was rapping like I was. That was one of the reasons why we connected. You know, back then I didn't give a fuck about if a motherfucker was in a different game because to me it didn't make no sense for me not to be cool with my brother just because he wear a different color bandana than I do. It didn't make no sense. So that's why if a nigga was real, I gravitated and fucked with him long as he didn't cross me. So this particular day, I'm calling them, trying to go around there and kick it. You know what I'm saying? And when they answer the phone, and in the midst of they answer the phone, they was getting robbed. So the phone dropped. I hear the phone drop, some commotion going on. First thing I'm thinking, these niggas fight. Man, let me go around here. Well, how these niggas fighting? And I look up to them, and these niggas supposed to be Ace Coon Boone's best friend. Let me go around here and break this shit up, see what's going on. That's what I'm thinking, right? I try my ass around there, like I said. When I walk around there, I'm 16 now. Now I done been around a little gangster shit. I know what's going on a little bit at this time, but I don't got my gun with me because I'm going around my partner's house. I'm trying to check on that I think is fighting. I walk up the stairs. As soon as I'm walking up the stairs, I notice that they door is wide. It's trying to crack open, but it closed real fast. So I'm like, damn, that nigga would be fighting for real. So I go knock on the door. When I knock on the door slowly opens up with a barrel sticking out that motherfucker. At that point, I don't know if it's them or who, but when you see a barrel sticking out of a door that you in front of, you ain't got time because a shot could get rang out. So I turn around and I break. I break for it. I start running. Now at that moment, I know something ain't right. So I'm saying, God damn, man, there's some niggas in there robbing my nigga, and they coming out the door. Please don't blow my back out is what I'm saying to God. And the whole to now, because we on the second floor where I'm running. So I'm thinking when I take out running, should I try to run down the steps or should I just jump over the balcony? Then my second mind say, nigga, if you try to turn around and run down the steps, them nigga gonna gun you down while you run down the steps. So your best bet, nigga, is to just jump over this motherfucking second floor rail and go for it. So that's what I did. And goddamn it, I made it. So I get down, I turn, once I jump over and land on my feet, I'm looking around, I look up, I don't see nobody behind me. So I'm still thinking though, street mentality, this nigga is coming. Whoever this nigga was sticking his barrel out this door is finna follow me and try to shoot me. Because I seen them. I keep on running, I don't see nobody. So and now I can think a little bit now and got out of the way of the barrel of the gun. I said, hey, I'm finna go run up in the house and find this motherfucking gun and hopefully I can get back around there, shoot at them niggas, whatever I can try to do. I get up in my partner's house. He gone, but the door unlocked because that's where I was at before I went around there to go see them. So I close the door, I lock it. I cut all the lights out real fast. The first thing I'm saying, I'm like, damn, what the fuck the gun at? My partner used to leave the gun on the kitchen table or up in this little stash spot. So it ain't on the table. So now I'm like, it got to be up in the stash spot. I go reach, feel around, it ain't in there. Now I'm like, God damn, I'm finna get killed. I'm like, ain't this a bitch? Now, every other day, that's how shit be when you want it. When you really, really need it, you can't find it. When you ain't looking for it, it's right there every day. I'm like, this nigga that took this motherfucking gun with him, knowing we need a gun at all times up in this motherfucker, because that was one of the hustle houses. So I'm feeling around, I still, the lights ain't off. So now I'm saying, man, well, ain't nobody gonna run up in here. Them niggas, they trying to get out of the complex because they just robbed my niggas. So I come on, I come on around, I look out the one, I hear a shot. Bah, bah, bah. So I'm like, okay, it ain't the niggas. I just feel like this probably one of our niggas that didn't notice what's going on, which it was. It was one of our niggas spotted the niggas that was running out the door and let a shot off on them. The niggas got out of the complex. They didn't get hit, but they knew, hey, we almost got killed trying to get up out of there. So I go back around there, you know what I'm saying, after everything clear out. Come to find out my partners, them, when they tried to buy some pounds of weed from some niggas they never met in their life. In the streets, you do not try to buy a lot of drugs from niggas you ain't never met. That's the quick and easiest way to get robbed. But my nigga them thought by being a clicker in a team of them that they could be prepared for it. So the niggas fooled them and made them so comfortable till they let the niggas come and bring the weed to their house, which was the dumbest move. You're buying weed from strangers, nigga, you should go to them, scrap like that, prepare for whatever. So if something go down, they can go down wherever they at, and you can have a equal opportunity to get the fuck away and keep your life. You let these niggas come to your motherfucking house with some imaginary weed so they can rob you for every motherfucking thing. The money that you finna spend and everything in the house. And that's what the niggas did. The streets is a motherfucker. This is a story of 16 years old, potentially almost getting my back blowed out. But I made it. I made it through the storm. Because I was able to have vision and see the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I got another story when I was 16. I can go on for minutes and minutes and minutes, but I ain't gonna do it today. I'm finished with the last story, then I'm gonna let y'all do something with yourself and do something with your life so you can be somebody, you lazy motherfuckers. Now, first time I got my heart broke, I was 16 years old. Young player, young Mac, Young pimp in the making. That's right. All the girls, most of the girls liked me. It really wasn't too many women I couldn't get, old or young. You know, I was just a hot hood nigga, getting my money, looking good, smelling good, ride cars and shit. You know, and I was mature. I had that little boy mentality some of you niggas got when you young. I had that big man mentality. You know what I'm saying? So my childhood girlfriend, I'm in love with, sexy, beautiful motherfucker. She turned out to be something special in life too, to this day. And man, the things she used to do to me in the bedroom used to just have my toes curled. I mean, I'm shooting nut all on the wall. She got me feeling so good. Got me trying new shit. I remember one time she said, "You ever try Kool-Aid?" I'm like, "Kool-Aid?" She poured Kool-Aid on my chest and sucked it out my belly. But now I'm so young, I didn't realize, how does she know all this type of shit? Where is she getting it from? She had a grown nigga that had to dick her down and showed us some tricks, and she just wanted to share it and share it with me. And don't get me wrong, she cared about me and loved me like a motherfucker. And I ain't gonna lie, I loved her too. You know, she was something special. And so my cousin friend ended up getting kicked out by her baby daddy, right? Her baby daddy kicked her out because he found out that she was a freak of the city. Yeah, after he had put 3 kids in her, that's how long it took her to find out. She had them constantly shooting up in that pussy, constantly sucking this thing, and constantly having them in a spell. But he thought she was just the shit. So it took for the last child to get a little older and her to get tired of his dick for it to come out. So she just got bold and disrespectful with the man. And at the same time, too, the man had been paying all the bills ever since they been together. And see, a lot of niggas think just because they pay all the bills and give women money that you got the woman on lock. You don't, nigga. You don't. Most of the time when niggas do that, they do that to compensate because they don't have good dick in the bedroom. They can't dick the woman down real good. So niggas compensating by paying everything. And after a while, the woman be like, okay, it's cool to have all the bill paid, but nigga, I need some good dick. I need a good fucking nigga. And nigga, if you ain't piping me down, I got to go get it something else. Well, I'm gonna stay with you because you pay for everything, but I'm going to get me some dick on the side, nigga. I'm going to get me some dick on the side. I'm tired of that little motherfucker. That's right. I'm tired of you sticking that little ass Vienna sausage in me for 2 minutes thinking you get me out. It ain't enough, nigga. It ain't enough. So what happens is they move on and they get to trying something. And I was one of her victims. I used to sit out in the car. My older cousin, he had a car that wouldn't start, they wouldn't run. And that was the smoke car. And we would just sit out there and smoke that motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying? So I used to sit in that motherfucker every day and smoke it out when I went in the neighborhood hustling. Especially when she moved in. I look at her come out the door and I'd be like, man, this motherfucker fine as a motherfucker. I love to fuck the shit out of her. That's what I was saying, right? So one day she asked me, could she smoke with me? Boom, she hop in. First thing I'm thinking, yeah, I'm gonna be able to hit this. I just gotta feel it. So we smoking and she asking me free little questions and shit, and I asked her free little questions and we laughed, listened to the music and shit was cool. Later on, I never leave after that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there later on that evening. Everybody went upstairs. It's getting dark. We sitting on the couch. I'm like, well, shit, I'm finna get ready to go. She like, what you finna go for? You can come up in the room? I'm like, I can't come up in the room. How am I come up? If I come up in that room, you stand with my folks, they'll put your ass out and be able to cuss me out. And at the same time, keep in mind, I'm 16, she 22. She was child molesting me. Y'all be around here talking about the men molesting the women. This lady molested me. I'm 16 and she took my thing. Yeah, she was 22. But I let her took it. It was, but still, they call that statutory rape. Because I didn't know no better. All I knew was it was going to feel good. And it was a thrill to be the first grown woman that I could fuck. So they go to sleep. We come up with an idea. We had the beepers and the pages and shit. I said, text me. When you get in the room, text me. Let me know when they close their door, and then I'm gonna come up the steps. So I'm sitting down there about an hour and 30 minutes. I'm really about to fall asleep. I really want to go home, but I want this pussy so bad, I'm gonna stay for this shit. So bam, the text come through. Come up now. Oh shit, the party finna begin, nigga. So I get up, I get to the stairs. Now I remember they got the kind of steps that when you get to about the middle of the step, it make a damn noise. I'm like, oh shit, how I'm gonna get past this? So I said, take your shoes off, nigga. That's what my first mind said. That's the idea I came up with. Take your shoes off, put them in the corner. You're gonna have to tiptoe upstairs with your socks on. And when you get to that middle step, walk around it. Man, I was like Spider-Man. So I'm creeping up the steps. Here I come, creeping away. I make it past the spot, get to the top. I'm like, whew. She got the door cracked. I slide in. We got straight to it. But this was the thing. When I stuck my dick in the pussy, my dick went everywhere like I was swimming. She didn't have no walls. That means she was getting fucked by some anaconda dicks on a regular. For a woman pussy to be super open like that means she just got through fucking or she been getting fucked a whole lot with big, long motherfucking dingalings. 12 inches and shit. And I'm 16. I ain't have a little thing, but I ain't have no 12 inches at 16. And every woman, well, at that time, I only had fucked one grown woman besides her. Everybody else was my age. But I didn't have no complaints. Nobody ever said it was little. I know they was coming. This wasn't no fake porno where they acted. I could tell. I could feel the pussy shaking and throbbing on my thing. I knew my thing did wonders and made magic. So I'm like, God damn. I'm like, I ain't gonna enjoy this shit. So, I'm trying to say to myself, but maybe it'll tighten up. Maybe it'll start gripping my dick. Ain't no such thing, nigga. But I didn't know that. But when you're young, you think all the crazy possibilities in your mind. So finally, I just say, fuck it. I'm not going to just keep stroking the air because it's like I'm stroking the air. My thing ain't going in the hole, but once it get in the hole, it ain't touching nothing. So it ain't no feeling. And I know she couldn't feel nothing. So I played like I was nothing. Faking like a motherfucker. I did what women do all the time to niggas that can't satisfy them. And I got up. I never wanted to go in that pussy no more. She called me a couple of more times, you know what I'm saying? And I tried it. I tried it one more at a time. And the next time, it was kind of a little bit more tighter, but it still wasn't shit. And after that, I said, fuck it. I give up. I don't give a fuck how pretty your face is, how good your body look. That pussy is garbage. And see, a lot of niggas fall in love with garbage pussy ass bitches. That woman pussy ain't all that. It ain't amazing. You in love with and infatuated with how her face look, nigga. And you ready to go to the penitentiary because she got a pretty face. That's right. And these were some of the stories of me at 15 and 16. You just tuned in to Legend the Comic Show live today. Hope you enjoyed your show. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Get up. Get off your ass. Stop being some motherfucking lady. Stop complaining. Stop talking about people. Stop judging people. Figure out and focus on your life. Get your shit together so you can do it better. Watch your motherfucking kids so they don't be stealing these Hyundais and Kias and you don't have to go to the funeral. Till the next time, baby.